with Ravi first.
Coach, I guess I first want to start with just a question on your thoughts on Trey Galloway's play, stepping in, and with the way he's played, are you contemplating maybe just moving him into the starter role?
Not going there with you with that. I'm not. He played great today. You know, Trey's situation has been gauged based on how he's feeling. Yesterday he played 29 minutes, and I was holding my breath that he could get up this morning and tell me that he felt fine, because we hadn't heard that a lot. And this morning he got up and said it was probably probably the best he's felt in a long time. And that was good news to my ears, not knowing that Kanan wasn't going to play. And it's easy to slide him into the starting lineup because he's been with me. I know him, he knows me, and he did a lot of good things to help us win tonight.
Jack and Zach.
Yeah, Mike, looking at the 3 games this week, what do you think went wrong with Miles, and how concerned are you about that going forward?
I'm not concerned. Miles is a tough kid. We'll get him back. We'll go home and regroup, and we'll get him back going, because he's a major, major piece to the puzzle. And everybody that wears this uniform is a major piece. I just got to get guys on the same page and doing what's asked of them when they're out there on the floor playing.
Jack and Mike.
Mike, 20 assists on, I think, 20 or 32 made baskets, only 10 turnovers. I think you win the rebounding battle. Just particularly offensively, what did you see today that was just flowing a little bit better, just a little more freely?
Ball movement, you know, I set a lot of staggered screens, you know, looking for Luke and Mac coming off, just changed it up a little bit, and they delivered, made some shots for us. You know, everything looks good when you're making shots. And, you know, I thought the ball moved and, you know, it didn't get stuck. And our pick and roll play was pretty good, as well as our post up play. So it all went hand in hand. When you're making shots from the perimeter, it makes it a lot easier for our post up guys and our pick and roll play.
And just with Kanan, is that a long-term concern? Was it just kind of one of those things he couldn't go today, or?
Don't know. It's day to day. So we'll just see. He couldn't move today, so we shut him down.
Yeah, Coach, with Providence playing a late game last night, how important was it for you to push the pace against them? It looked like that was a real focus coming out of the gates to push the tempo, and Trey seemed like he was pretty good at doing that.
No, that was a big emphasis coming into the game. You know, they didn't finish up, probably didn't leave the building until about 10:30, 11 last night. We knew that. And so, you know, we tried to capitalize on that a little bit in terms of pushing the pace a little bit.
All right, we'll go to the Zooms. We'll start with Daniel Flick and then Zach Browning.
Yeah, Mac, when you all have a win like that, where I want to say just the wealth of playmakers, when Malik has 21, Trey has 18, just how much does that show about just how much this is offensively?
Yeah, it just shows how good we are when we move the ball, when we get in touch it, you know, both sides of the floor. So when we playing defense, when we getting both sides of the court moving, it's going to pay off in the right way.
Zach Browning, then Alex Bozich.
Coach, what would you say is maybe the biggest thing you learned from your team from a lesson perspective this week?
That we gotta play harder, get better, you know, and we'll continue to practice and work hard. And I gotta keep pushing them. You know, I mean, Gonzaga, you know, there's a reason why they're a good team. They're well coached, and those guys play hard. Louisville played hard. You know, we got to get our guys playing at that level, because if we do, then we can put ourselves in position, you know, to beat really good teams.
Alex?
Yeah, thanks for the time. Appreciate it. I'm curious, just over the 3 games, I think you guys gave up 41 offensive rebounds. I mean, how concerning is that for you, and maybe what's being missed there on the board that you guys need to clean up moving forward?
It's been a major concern. This dates back to last season, where we were a pretty big team last season and gave up a bunch of rebounds. And, you know, we gotta we gotta get that fixed. I mean, that's major moving forward. It's not like we don't talk about it. It's not like we don't do block out drills and things of that nature. After a while, it comes down the heart and just guts and getting in there, making sure you secure the ball after you've gotten a good defensive, stop. And we're not doing that. We're giving up too many second chance buckets. We got to eliminate that, get better.
Mac defensively, seems like there were kind of a lot of open looks for Providence, a lot of guys slipping past you guys. Feels like there was some sort of like disconnection on defense this week. Why would you attribute to that?
It just comes down to talking and communicating. I feel like when we communicate and talk on defense, the right things happen. We're in the right places. So we made the adjustments during halftime, getting out to shooters, taking the cutters. So it just comes down to communication at the end of the day.
Coach, I'm curious if you've sensed any hesitancy when it comes to shooting the ball or being aggressive on offense from guys that you want to shoot the ball, and have you noticed improvement to that?
I don't know. Miles might be, a little gun shy right now, and I can fix that and, get him back going. But I don't think we've told anybody not to shoot the basketball. I mean, at this stage, guys know when there's a good shot and a bad shot. I'm just trying to get players to understand team and what it's about. When you're talking about playing good offense, you share the ball. If it calls for you to set a screen, you set the screen, and you sacrifice the pass for the sake of the team. And we haven't been doing that, and that's my job to get us to do that.
Last question, Zach.
Mike, I guess you play 9 today, 8 score at least one basket, 8 have at least one rebound, 7 have at least one assist. Do you feel like from an energy perspective, from an execution perspective, guys were just connected more, like both with the game and maybe with each other out on the floor tonight?
I think when you get your butt beat like we did for 2 games, you better be connected. I thought we were connected tonight. I still think defensively we got to clean up some things and we got to rebound the ball better. I mean, those 2 areas are huge. I mean, make no mistake about it. I mean, we shot the ball well tonight offensively, but defensively, I still think we're a little behind. Especially these last 3 games that we've played.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Safe travels, friends.